swear this one hasn't blossomed in a whole year. Look how pretty. I love it. I didn't even know that this was a yellow one. I have so many of these. I did not realize I had a yellow one. I wanted to have this runner for spring. That just took me, I think, half an hour. Yeah, I think this might be something for spring next year instead. So this used to be my mom's herb garden. I'm gonna start removing all of these bits. I just saw that there's a flower in there, which is really cute. And I think there is a daffodil over here. Yeah. So pretty. But yeah, let's clear this out. And here's after. It was a whole bin bag full. You join me once again on the couch. Today is the 7th of April and I actually have a job interview today. I always hated job interviews. I find job interviews more stressful than the actual first day at a new job. But I'm just really nervous. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to do. My dad and my boyfriend just left to grab some stuff from the hardware store for some garden beds. So I'm gonna be home alone for a little bit and I just need to find something to do, otherwise I'm going crazy. But let me know if any of you have the same. Like just job interviews, just like that, sitting down and talking for the first time with someone. Like, why are you there? Why this job? Who are you? What are your strengths? Like, I hate it. Oh, that actually works. That is actually quite nice. Quick shout out to my best friend starting her own YouTube channel. I will leave the link in the description if you want to check it out. I'm so excited. They're one of the most creative people I've ever met in my life, so I'm sure that whatever they will come up with on their channel, it will be amazing. So if you want to go check that out, link is below. So I thrifted these bits that I just showed. I needed a bigger pot for this one because this one is just dying in here. And I did find this one, which was a really good find. This was €1, which is crazy to me. And then over here, I think that was $2. It has like a tiny scratch here. Oh, you can't see. It has a tiny scratch here, but honestly, I didn't care. But I think the lady said €2 for that, and then 3 for those two. I only wanted to get this one, but this one was standing right behind it, and I felt so bad leaving that there and only taking his brother. So I think I will just give him a second eye again. And yeah, and then I found these 2 books. So this is for stitching, like embroidery, which I thought was really cool. I had a flick through it. Like, look how beautiful these are. I love it. And then this one I found, and it's basically just sewing projects, which is so good because I looked up one on Butinete, where I normally buy like my fabrics and stuff. This would have cost €23 new, and I got this for 5. And we also just went to Aldi, and they had these for like 80 cents, I think. So I just bought 2 of them just to try out some bits. I'm really excited for it. Look at the cute florals. And then they also had these cards that I really liked. Also, don't mind the dirty kitchen. So I picked these 2 up because I thought they were looking really pretty. Yesterday we had the person who's going to sell our house here, and he took the pictures that were gonna go online. So I thought, now that the house looks presentable, what better time than now to give you a little apartment tour. I won't give you a house tour because our house is very big and it would take me a while. But I thought I would give you a little apartment tour for those of you who are interested. So these are the stairs leading up to mine and T's apartment. We have these really cool windows here that are awful at keeping heat in. I love this little guy. He greets all the guests, which is good. So we have like a little entryway here, and this is actually filled with art stuff. I have a lot of art supplies and I never know where to keep them all, so yeah, I just have a cabinet in here. And then the first room that you enter is our guest bedroom. So we have these really cool doors that were here from the previous owners, and I just kept them. So in here we have a little library, a little reading nook, though I will say that chair is purely for my cat. And then over here is my desk. So this is my setup, and I do have all these puzzles all around the house that I made years ago. And over here is my boyfriend's desk. And then here we have a closet, just like with suitcases and more puzzles on the top. And this is also like, this side is full of art supplies, and this is where we hang our coats. And here we just have some art. We have some Kurzgesagt posters, because I love them. And then over here we have a mirror that, I don't even remember how long we've had that for. A very long time. I made that one. And then in here is our bedroom. Nothing really special in here, but just a bed. We bought this closet a few years ago. It's not the best actually for storing clothes because it's a little, like, the depth doesn't really work, so. But everything in here I picked out myself, so the flooring and the wall color. I mean, you would have seen like me patching those bits up if you watched my other video. And then over here is just the hallway. I won't show you too much of it because this wall is all personal pictures of family and friends, so I don't want to have to blur all of that. But in here is our bathroom. I actually really love our bathroom. I always knew I wanted a black floor and then white walls, and that's exactly what I went for. Over here we just have a laundry and dryer, and then over here is our shower. So I have like a really big shower here, and this is basically a little elevated with a tiny step to have like a little bit of wet room. And if you've been watching the videos from like before we moved here, this is actually from our old bathroom. So I kept all of that because I just loved it so much. And yeah, I'm actually gonna miss this a lot when we move because I still think that this looks great. And over here, this is the wall that I painted, and we have another Kurzgesagt poster. And then here we have our pantry, and then this is our living room. So have my big old Monstera here. I bought her and she had like, I think 4 leaves, and this is like, I have to zoom out a lot. This is how big she's gotten, and this one is propagated from the big one here. So I was really proud that I managed to actually get something out. But yeah, this is our living room. There's Hixie, she's just sleeping. We have like our TV up on the wall. I was never a TV on a stand person, so we have it up on the wall. Another Kurzgesagt. This is one of the coolest pictures that I have. My best friend Lisa painted that themselves, and I just love it. And I also really like this map. I got this as a present from my friend Martin, I'm pretty sure. I think it was like a set of different things from Breath of the Wild, and I love it. It's it's almost as big as our TV. And yeah, here we have my baby. Hello. This is where I used to have my desk, but now we just use that as a little bit of extra storage space, just for some board games and stuff. And then over here is our dining room, I guess, which we never use. So this is basically just a dumping ground. And then here's our kitchen, which I'm pretty sure yeah, I also showed that in the painting video if you saw that. But yeah, this is obviously our most used space, so I'm sorry that there's already stuff around. But I'm currently making an apple crumble, and that's basically our apartment. I actually really love this space. I think it's mostly because I was able to pick everything myself. I picked all the colors, I picked all the floors. I love this space, and I am kind of sad that I'm gonna leave here. But at the same time, it's not the house that's the problem. It's more where we live. I feel like I touched on that a little bit in my first video back, but yeah, it's just where the house is standing, it's just not working for us. So yeah, it's gonna be inevitable to move on from here, but I really like this space and I'm gonna miss it a lot. So yeah, but there you go, a little apartment tour for you.